What's going on, my North County fam? As you know, I'm your girl Kelly, and I'm here to give you the rundown on what happened in St. Louis County government this week, and I'm gonna get right into it. So, a couple highlights, and then our legislative corner. So, with our highlights, y'all need to get y'all people with this damn mask mandate drama. So, let me break it down for y'all. So, Tuesday, at the county council meeting, there were three bills introduced by Councilwoman Dunaway regarding some type of a mask mandate. And she decided to hold on all three of these bills because I believe they were up for perfection or what have you. And she said, you know what? We gonna put this on the parking lot. We gonna pause so we can have dialogue about this legislation and about the mask mandate because, hey, like the courts, that's what they said. The courts was like, look, while we figuring out the legality of this jazz, y'all need to kiki, have a kumbaya moment, and speak amongst yourselves, the council folks, as well as the county executive, Sam Page, to come to some resolve about the mask mandate, right? So with that being said, the county council members, they agreed to hold a committee of the whole meeting on Thursday to discuss and review data regarding COVID-19 and masking with experts. So we fast forward to the committee of the whole meeting yesterday. First off, Councilman Trachis started it off objecting to the meeting, saying that, they didn't have enough time to prepare for a true inquiry of the experts that would be speaking about the COVID-19 data and as well as the effectiveness of masking or not, whatever. So he was like, no, we didn't have enough time to properly prepare. And then I reached out to Brother Sam Page, and he didn't tell me who was going to be at this meeting. So that ain't right. I ain't checking for it. So I object to this whole meeting. Again, y'all, this was literally right after the roll call. So that kind of set the stage for the meeting. And I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail because the meeting, it was 3.5 hours long, y'all. Over 3.5 hours long of folks talking about to mask or no. So who are these people? Who are these experts? So for masking, we had this woman, Dr. Babcock. She works for BJC. She is an infectious disease specialist. We also had the senior level membership, or I guess leadership, from the county health department, Dr. Doucette, Spring Schmidt, and also Dr. Khan, of course, right? So those folks were kind of speaking to the effectiveness of masking in decreasing the spread of COVID-19. And we had one expert that was speaking against the effectiveness of masks in the spread of COVID-19. This man's name, Dr. William Benedict. He is a retired internal medical specialist, and he has practiced in several hospitals, and he was practicing for 40 years. So yeah, with the argument against, because I'm not super, well versed in folks, on that other side of the argument with regards to masking. And so honestly, his testimony, it perplexed the hell out of me. I didn't really know how to take it. It was extremely problematic. I mean, like, even he said, like, because I think they asked him, okay, so what is your solution? What do you think? If you were us, what would you do, right? And he was like, no, I wouldn't. I'm not going to issue a mask mandate. But I do think that folks that are more vulnerable to catching COVID, like old people and folks that have underlying illnesses, that they should be wearing a mask. But not everybody. So, I don't know. And then also he was providing, his receipts, citing his sources. And so, I'm Googling, what he's talking about. And so I'm looking on the page, again, while he's providing his expert testimony. And I'm just saying, I saw Fox News, some on there, and, whatever. So, whatever. I just make it make sense, y'all. I don't know. I can't make this stuff up. So, after all this expert testimony and grilling, the council members went into a closed session. So again, the whole meeting that was available to the public, it was 3.5 hours long. So fast forward to today. There was a special county council meeting at 3 o'clock, which is why I'm kind of giving y'all the little rundown a little bit later on Friday than I usually do. So the purpose of this special meeting was to vote on, there was a resolution introduced by Councilwoman Dunaway, which would extend the public health order pertaining to face coverings issued by the health department on July 26th of this year, right? So please note, again, I want people to understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. This is a resolution, y'all. This ain't an ordinance. This is a resolution, which means if the county council were to approve of it, it just means that they show support of extending this public health order. So again, this is really important to note. This is a resolution, y'all, okay? Not legislation. So, what was the verdict? Council members Days, Dunaway, Webb, and Clancy voted yes. And Councilman Fitch, Harder, and Trachis abstained from the vote. So, you know, the ladies called it. So the resolution passed with regards to support in extending the public health order pertaining to these masks issued by the health department last month. The second highlight I wanted to mention, aside from the mask mandate drama, County Executive Sam Page. So he Mutumbo'd, you know, technically it's called veto, but he Mutumbo'd Bill number 218, and this was discussed during the county council meeting on Tuesday. So really quickly, bill number 218, the county council passed this bill the week prior, so August 17th, authorizing the county councilor to execute a contract with outside legal counsel to provide services to St. Louis County related to the Sam Page investigation to determine if he's violating the county charter by having a side hustle. So, again, Sam Page, he Mutumbo'd it, meaning he returned it, didn't sign it, and said, no, I'm not signing this mess in the law. So, what was the response of the council? So they said, okay, you know what, we're gonna take a vote tonight to overturn this veto. And I believe 5 of the 7 members, they would have to vote in agreement with this and to overturn this Mutombo block from Brother Sam Page. So needless to say, you know, this vote, they failed to get the votes to overturn the veto. However, Councilman Fitch, he made it clear, and he wanted it to be on the record. He said, look, bruh, Sam, this investigation ain't over. So y'all ain't stopping it. We're going to keep it moving. So yes, I'm sure there's more to come with the Sam Page investigation saga to be continued. So rounding it out with the legislative corner this week. So there are a couple of bills that passed that I really wanted to lift up just so folks knew what was going on. So number 1. So there was a bill that actually, it was expedited from perfection all the way up to final passage on Tuesday nights. And this bill, it accepts $1.5 million in ARPA coin. And that coin will be spent to support a $2 per hour pay increase in 2021 for certain job classifications in the Department of Justice Services, which I've spoken to at length. There's been a lot of meetings and discussions around, again, supporting corrections officers and some other folks to keep them on board, right? And then the next thing I wanted to lift up in the legislative corner, there was a bill passed authorizing the issuance of industrial revenue bonds not to exceed $85 million to Patheon Biologies to support its 58,000 square foot expansion in Berkeley. So in return of getting this, $85 million from St. Louis County for this expansion, Patheon Biologies will maintain its facilities in the county, and they're also going to create 169 new full-time jobs with an average yearly salary of $82,633 by 2025. So that's all I have for you this week. Please stay safe out there. Have a great weekend, and you'll see me soon. Peace.